Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to yet another game of our Chess Classic series. Game 20. Chess Classic series has two playlists, one for full games and another for shorts. So do like, share, comment on the videos and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon and click on all so that you will get notified about our future uploads. Okay, before coming to game, let us get some information about the players and the game. This game was played between Rauzer and Mikhail Botvinnik in USSR Championship at Leningrad in 1933. Both were Soviet champions. Rauzer is known for his contribution in chess opening theories, especially in Sicilian defense. The famous Richter-Rauzer attack is named in the honor of Rauzer and German master Kurt Richter. Also, the famous Yugoslav attack is ought to be named after Rauzer. Also, in Spanish opening, Roy Lopez, Chigorin variation, the famous knight maneuvering from b1 to d2 to f1 to e3 and to d5 in the support of e4 pawn after exchange on e5 or c5. It's called Rauzer attack, and it was adopted by many grandmasters, including Bobby Fischer. Mikhail Botvinnik was sixth world champion. He became world champion in 1948. 1948 World Championship was played among 5 players as a round robin event. Actually, there were 6 players, but Ruben Fine decided to withdraw, and neither was to be played, but later they decided to have the championship among 5 players. And Botvinnik won that championship and he became 6th world champion in 1948. He held the title till 1963 but only lost 2 times. Once against Smyslov in 1957-58 and against Mikhail Tal in 1960-61. Botvinnik lost his championship finally in 1963 against Petrosian. But even after that, he played frequently in chess tournaments with great success. And finally, he announced his retirement in 1970 to concentrate on chess computers. Alright, so that was all about players. And about the game, well, the game speaks for itself. The game started with e4, c5, Sicilian defense, knight f3, knight c6. Here, black can play d6 also, then d4, c into d4, knight into d4, knight f6, knight c3, and g6 is a normal dragon, and bishop e2, bg7, bishop e3, knight c6 transposes to the game. And instead of bishop e2, if bishop e3, then bg7, f3 is Yugoslav attack, and black can also play a6 here, so which is famous Naidov variation. And if black plays e6, then it is called as Chevenin variation. knight c6 was played, d4, c into d4, knight into d4, knight f6, knight c3, d6, classical Sicilian, bishop e2. So at this point, Richter Rauzer attack and Yugoslav attack both were not developed. That was the reason Botvinnik was able to reach the position of dragon variation with the move order in the game. So Richter Rauzer attack is bishop g5, e6 and queen d2. So bishop e2 was played, g6. This is dragon variation. Here e5 was a solid line later developed by Boleslavsky, which carries his name. This is called as Sicilian defense Boleslavsky variation. g6, bishop e3, bg7, knight b3, bishop e6, f4, castle, castle. Later, Alekhine tried against Botvinnik only g4 in Nottingham in 1936, and Botvinnik replied in his excellent fashion to secure a draw. d5, nice move, f5, bishop c8, e into d5, knight b4, d6, queen takes d6, bishop c5, queen f4, nice move, rook f1, queen takes h2, bishop takes b4, queen g3 check, rook f2, queen f1 check, rook f1. And Botvinnik's this way is still considered today the correct way of handling g4. In this game, castling was played, knight a5, knight into a5, queen takes a5, bishop f3, bishop c4, rook e1, rf d8, queen d2, queen c7. This is the start of the memorable queen maneuver. Black brings back the hanging queen to the square from where it can put pressure on c file, and as well as keep the b8 h2 diagonal under control. RaC1 inaccuracy. Rauzer might be having ideas like b3 and knight d5 in his mind, but better was here queen f2. After this, now Botvinnik seized the initiative and gave no chance to Rauzer. A time to pause and find black's move. You will get 2 points. e5, b3, again inaccuracy. It was necessary to open a d file to avoid further trouble. F into e5, d into e5 and queen f2. So bishop's diagonal gets closed because of e5. So this could be better for white, but he played b3. And time to pause again and find black's move. You will get 3 points. d5, excellent. In Sicilian defense, whenever black gets to play d5 comfortably, he has a better position or game. E into d5. Pause and find again black's move. You will get 2 points. e4. Nice move. B into c4. Now the position is equal. White should have taken the pawn with the knight. Knight into e4. But he played b into c4. e into f3, c5, queen a5. Now the threat is knight takes d5. re d1, inaccuracy. Here the critical move was queen d3, because if knight g4, which is inaccuracy, then knight e4, f5, knight g5, f2 check, bishop takes f2, knight takes f2, king takes f2, queen takes c5 check, king g3, and queen takes d5 would be blunder because of rook e8 check, and rook has to take on e8 and then its queen is lost. So rook takes d5 and queen b3, it pins the rook. That was better for white. But again, to this d3 queen d3 move, Botvinnik found the best reply in analysis nearly 30 years after the game, and that was b6, g into f3. If c takes b6, then a takes b6. So g into f3 and b takes c5. The idea is if white plays queen c4, then black can play queen b4 and go for queen exchange. But he made inaccuracy here, re d1, and now time to pause and find again black's move. You will get 2 points. Knight g4, nice move. Bishop d4, f2 check, king f1. Here if king h1, then rook takes d5, nice move. Knight takes d5, f1 equals queen, rook takes f1, and queen takes d2, wins the queen. Hence king f1, queen a6 check, queen e2. Here white has no better replies, because if knight e2 instead of queen e2, then rook takes d5, c3, and rook e8 is winning. And if queen d3, then bishop takes d4, queen takes a6, knight takes h2 check, king e2, f1 queens, rook takes f1, deflects the rook, and then b takes a6, and both the pieces are attacked. Black is winning here. So white played queen e2, bishop into d4, rook takes d4. Here if queen takes a6 is a mistake, because knight e3 check, king e2. If king takes f2, then knight takes d1 check, and black is winning. So king e2, f1 queens deflects the rook again, rook takes f1, and b takes a6 wins the piece. So rook takes d4 was played, and pause and find black's next move. You will get 2 points. Queen f6, excellent move. This completes the memorable queen maneuver. rc d1, queen h4, queen d3, rook e8, rook e4 check, f5, rook e6, knight takes h2 check, king e2, and after queen takes f4, white resigned here. Okay, student, tell me what you learned today.
Sir, can I tell?
Okay, go ahead. In open Sicilian, if white doesn't seize an initiative from the opening, then black will. A pawn break in the center is a powerful weapon. Always look for it even though there might be enough pieces preventing it. Bringing queen into an attack often has a devastating effect. The defender should be very careful. So, hope you like the game. Do like, share, comment the same, and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon and all options so that you will be notified for our future uploads. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.